when I was 13, I saw Woodstock. And when I saw, who the fuck was it? The guy, Alvin Lee, 10 years after. And he's going, doodle-da, doodle-da, bam, bam, doodle. And he is hauling ass. And for that time in 1967 or 8, to see Alvin Lee just shredding was considered shredding then. I was like, wow. So
Right.
that kind of inspired me. And of course, there was Mountain and
Mhm.
Leslie West. He was great. But, I was 14 years old.
Yeah. And it
So in
still made
all
that
honesty,
massive impression though.
I actually stood in line to see the movie Woodstock. And we went
Really?
out afterwards. I think we got some burgers and we went right back and got in line again.
Went to see it again? That's
Yeah,
so
same
amazing.
night. I couldn't grasp it all, what he was doing.
Wow. Would you say Woodstock was as amazing as people talk about it being? Did it live up to that? Because I mean, as somebody who never got to experience it, I could only dream of seeing that.
Yeah, you were just a little kid. You weren't born yet.
Nope.
The truth is, Woodstock was the end of an era. It was the end of the hippie days, love, free sex, free love. Women are running around the film with their boobs hanging out and naked and sliding through the mud. And me being 13 or 14, whatever I was just like mesmerized. Because before that, when I go to concerts and I saw every band on the planet, uh, by luck, I can't go into that, but I'd seen Jefferson Airplane, Moby Grape, and Quicksilver Messenger Service, and Janis Joplin, all these bands I'm naming that people are going, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? And I saw them all. And I was just like, wow. And they had these like light shows where they put oil in this machine and all the psychedelic shit sign on it's like you see in the old videos, psychedelic walls. And I was blown away when you're 13, 14.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And it inspired me to go right back home and say, Mom, I'm going to practice. I'll try to keep it down.
So you knew that's what you wanted to do because that was going to be my next question. Did you know you wanted to be up there doing that at the time? I know you were playing since 10, but some people maybe don't put it together that they want this to be their life.
I didn't, either. I didn't. When I saw that, I thought, oh man, this would be so awesome to do this.
Yeah.
I'd love to be on stage and play guitar and sing. And yeah, I was like, I wish I could do this, but it really wasn't in my head. I
Right.
mean, that dream was so far away. That was like me saying, I want to go to Mars, you know.
Right. At the
And
time, I
whenever
think
I
it seemed
got,
less attainable too, right? Because there was less people who had really made it big.
yeah, I mean, there wasn't 10,000 bands, there was 20,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, there wasn't that many bands out. And but I wasn't thinking like maybe a lot of people like, I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be a rock star. I'm going to sell millions of records and make millions of dollars. And that wasn't in my head. I was just loving that feeling of going on stage and feel the rush. If I even got three people to clap, I was happy.